Alright, YouTubers, leaving Van Riper State Park. I'll give you a little talk about tour on the way out. Stayed here one night. Like I said, I don't know if it's in previous videos or this video, probably this video. 28 degrees last night. Come on, Vin. Overall, I'd say this is a good campground. I wouldn't say it's my favorite because more and more you do hear, I did hear road noise because the road's just to the right of the lake, and some trains in the middle of the night last night. Where we were at, the sites were pretty big, but the walking tour showed you that some of them are kind of small. And hi, Vinny. I know, buddy. You were cold, still tucked in bed. But as you can see here, some of them are a little tight. There's 147 RV sites with power. And then I gave you a real quick look at the 30 sites. Ooh, I took that too fast. That did not look that bad. 30 sites that are rustic. They got some of these little cabins like you see on the right. There was a car there earlier. He must have left for the day. I almost went over and asked him. I don't know how many there are. Maybe if I, God, I just looked for Kiki. Sorry. Too much about me. She's up there in her coffee pot spot. But I would recommend it, but not highly recommend it. You know, it's fall and it was cold. It was a Thursday night. So it wasn't crowded, but I'm sure it can be in some of the smaller sites. Like the first 20 or so when you come in, like 1 through 20 are pretty small. Oh, more air in the air, right? It's the camp host spot over here. So I'd say good, but not fantastic. I'd come again, and this time I'd know what it is, but the view of the lake was awesome. Hopefully that sunset video came out semi-decent. You know, it's not superior, but it was still awesome. And the water was really warm, so this is probably a good swimming lake. It was cold. Very cold. Alright, so that was Van Riper State Park. Now we're going through Marquette. I'm going to stop at Gene K's. Try to talk to Brian if I can, the owner. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Okay. That was Van Riper State Park. And we are heading back down to Lake Michigan with a stop in Marquette at Gene K's. And like I said, I hope to get to talk to Brian, because I put in a previous video that as of December 31st at 6 p.m. Oh, wait, Benny. There we go. They will no longer be at Gene K's. He's closing the doors for good at the end of 2022. And my first idea was, how could you do this to me? And the second idea was, he's been doing this for a very long time, and he deserves it. Alright, I pulled out. I'm gonna get up to speed quick, hopefully not piss everybody off. They'll be okay. It's really pretty here. It has warmed up substantially from this morning, but it's still chilly, and the sun makes it look warmer than it is. this road is pretty busy, 41, going up north. Between millions of RVers like myself, semi-trucks, lots of cars. You can hear a bit of noise at that campground. Lots of red squirrels there, which is cool. Those are cute little suckers. And saw more of those ground squirrels that kind of look like extra fat chippies. So yeah, just gorgeous. I'm gonna shut this off. I'm wondering if that cold, how quick it's gonna take some of these trees to turn even more fall-like colors. But I'll take a break for a little bit. Oh wait, I see some color. I got the window open again. I see some color for you. The UP is just so gorgeous. Oh, I got a ramble, but I'm going to take a break first. I'm just going to let you watch this. Now I'll go ahead and ramble. The vet where I took Kiki, and I mentioned in a previous video, I had a problem. I ended up freezing Vinny's insulin. So I was calling them because they had filled it in the past, and it was a little bit of a tough time, but they are the nicest people. Bayshore Vet Clinic, if you're in the UP, even if you got to travel to get to them, if you're not in Marquette, fantastic people. So they needed me to contact my vet, and I tried, and it was so tough getting a hold of them. So I ended up, I was about to click the order on Chewy, and I called them and trying to see if they could expedite it for me. And not only did they not charge me extra to expedite it, the dude, out of his own, I didn't even ask for it, gave me a 10% discount on the order. I ordered on Thursday. It's supposed to get delivered on Saturday, and then they have to contact my vet, and again, my vet was slow in answering, but they were trying to call me because I put the name of where it's getting delivered in my name, and she's like, that's illegal, I can't send that to you. I told her the name when she said it was a different name because I'm on a trip. So finally she ended up doing it for me, but she wouldn't do it till she talked to me, and I was driving and didn't hear the phone. So again, the Chewy order is supposed to get here tomorrow, but this morning I got a text back from Bayshore Vet asking me if I still needed help, and they try to figure out a way. And I explained to them in the text what I had done, and just how grateful I was for how much they care, because I made a call in passing almost, and I said, well, I'll try to figure something out, and gave them no indication that I was calling them back. And then they reached back out to me because, you know, the vet I go to in Ohio, they're a good vet, the price is all right, and I can never say vets don't care about animals, but this place takes it to another level, and their prices are fair, and they don't try to. My friend told me if I went to the vet with Kiki near her, that, and we called them and asked them, and they would have had to run every single test on her, you know, because I was trying to just go there to get another steroid shot, and they would have charged me hundreds of dollars, where this place didn't do that. And this place was kind enough to me with Kiki to say, we'll do whatever you want, but basically saying you can spend as much money as you want, but dude, it's not going to change the outcome, you know. So I couldn't be happier, and now I just got to wait patiently, hoping that his insulin does get here tomorrow, because I don't know, I moved it out of her refrigerator back to the travel freezer block, and it tried to gel up on me. Well, it did gel up on me a second time, so I don't know if it's done something and hurt the insulin or what's going on, but it makes me a little nervous about when I have to try. GoPro just cut out on me, but that's okay. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, RV refrigerators. My 23-year-old fridge works fantastic still in this, but it works too good. That I have, in the summer it can be difficult, and in the winter it's really hard to keep his insulin in my fridge without it freezing. So my friend right up ahead of me, she has a couple of those 12-volt refrigerators that you can plug in. You know, Dometic makes them. There's a lot of fancy, expensive ones. But she's got a knockoff one that, she has two of them. They both work great. I think I'm going to have to invest in one of those, mainly for his insulin, to make sure that I can keep it stable and at, you know, at a good temperature, so that he's safe and that I don't waste and ruin a lot of insulin. So this trip is nearing an end for me. I'm going back to Ohio relatively soon for now, and I think I'm going to do some research and see if I can find probably just a small one that I can keep some refrigerator stuff in, but mostly his insulin, because I never had a problem with that travel freezer pack that, you know, all diabetics use. But I don't know why it started freezing up lately, because I had it sitting out last night and it started freezing up. So my RV was so cold I just left it out and then it's in her refrigerator now. Hopefully it'll be more stable. And again, after it hasn't frozen, the vet in Marquette at Bayshore told me, she went and asked the vet, and he said, well, it's safe to give it to him, but it's obviously not going to be as effective, but you're not going to hurt him giving him that insulin. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully till tomorrow he can get a good shot and keep him healthy. He seems fine. So yeah, that's a lot about that. I'm doing 63. But people use these passing sections. They don't like sitting behind all these vans. So that's a lot of rambling. Usually don't get this much rambling. I don't know if that's good or bad, but hopefully you enjoy these videos. So I'm going to take a break, and we'll pick it up down the road. Alright, I think we're in Ishpeming. There's the Yoopers Tourist Trap. I've been there, did a video. Gitchy, neat little place. Now this is supposed, they didn't put a sign up. This used to be the second hilltop. I don't know. It used to be the second hilltop, and it was gonna be Camping World like down in Gladstone, but that sure looks closed. Huh. Right up here at this traffic circle. When Gene K's closes, another fantastic place to get a Kudagi is Ralph's right here. On the corner, that red building is Ralph's. That looks closed. Is Ralph's closed? Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Ralph's is closed too. Things are getting bad. Things are bad all over. Ralph's is closed. Oh. There's still the sign for Ralph's parking. I wonder what's Moyle Construction. I don't know what's going on there. Let's hope Ralph's reopens. There's another Huron Bakery. There's one in Marquette. Right by a good place if you want to get any sprinter work or probably any van work done. Quality Car Care, I think that was the name of it. Did a video about it. They fixed up her generator exhaust. Pretty cheap, reasonable, fair, and could have milked more money out of her on something else and chose not to. So that's the first thing. I don't mind personally paying prices for stuff. I just real happy when you find people that are honest and being truthful. I think you find a lot of honest people up here. Most of the business people are pretty honest. It's been my experience. Bananas 50 cents a pound. I'm just a Ramble factory this morning. Comes a good view soon. Yeah, I like this lake. I always forget the name of it. I want to say it's Teal Lake, but I could be wrong. It's pretty. I've swam in there. Down at the end, you can see towards the left at the end, there's a beach. I think there's a shower house and everything right there. Not today. Not today. Let's see what the temperature is now. It is 12:40. Last time I updated my phone, it was 32 and Champion, and now it is 57 here in Negaunee. Regular heat wave. Yeah, Teal Lake, that neat old building there on the corner. $5.29 for diesel, and I think she paid, what'd she pay? $4.09, $5.09, $5.08, I can't remember now. Regular $4. I just paid $3.50. Do the math, that's a lot of money. The view's about to get pretty. Look to the left of that nice van up in front of you. Sure, GoPro sure makes things look further away. Get to see the lake. I misremembered because again, I don't have images stuck in my brain. We'll talk about that one day. A lot of people don't like them, but I love roundabouts. Like I said, one of the great things is when you do have accidents in them, they're nowhere near as bad as regular intersections because people aren't going as fast. And you don't have to stop if you don't have to stop. But some people get confused and don't like them. Yield to the left. If you're in England, yield to the right. Pretty much it. Called Gene K's, put my order in. I got some ideas for him. When I learned he was closing, I was dealing with Kiki, so felt like nowhere near as big, but a second shot, you know. Presque Isle Ave, home of Gene K's, for a little bit longer, a couple more months.